Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another channel on the video. My name is Ethan. Today we're going to be talking about some motorsports news. I decided I want to make a video kind of based on what I've been developing on the side, which is called the Chant Rant, where we talk about different motorsports topics, we give our opinions, and then we kind of just have a discussion about it. That being said, let's get into the video. So today our first topic is the Cadillac F1 drivers. Now, this has been known as the worst kept secret in F1 by people like myself and many other content creators as a whole. And a few weeks ago, they announced that it was Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas officially are our drivers for the Cadillac F1 team. But something that came up more recently was our reserve driver, and that was Colton Herta from IndyCar. I'm really excited that they're bringing an American driver and getting him ready for the F1 series. He doesn't have any super license points as of right now, so the way for him to do that is to go into F2. Now, we don't have an official team for Colton Herta yet, and we don't know where he's gonna go. We may not even see him for 2027 or until 2028 when we have a potential new powertrain by GM for the Cadillac F1 team. But I'm really excited to see the picks of the drivers and us trying to get an American driver from the get-go. There was a lot of names that were being thrown out there as potentials of who would be on the team, and I think the options that they chose are pretty great. As we're transitioning in between topics, I do want to promote some videos that I posted this last week, and it's 2 of them. And we got our quiz show with my girlfriend, where I quiz my canonically known horse girl girlfriend if she knows anything about cars and motorsports as a whole, and she did a pretty good job. So if you guys haven't seen the full-length video, you should definitely go check it out. I'll have a link down below so you guys can go see that. If you guys are interested in more of my cinematic style videos, definitely check out my private day cinematic, where I went to the local Huddle track where we had a private track day last weekend and had an absolute blast. It was very chill, it was a very intimate setting, and it was just a lot of fun, and I definitely enjoyed it. So let's get into our second topic of the video, and that is the Kang movie Drifter has finally wrapped filming. Now, they did a lot of the filming at the Legends of Drift event that they had back in August at Englishtown, New Jersey. There was a lot going on at that event, just an appreciation of motorsports as a whole, and a lot of filming for the video. We should expect to see sometime late 2026, early 2027 of when we'll see a finalized result. This is a conservative estimation. We don't know anything officially yet, but really excited to see how things go down, and I'm really excited to see how the movie turns out. Or since we're talking about drifting, I also wanted to promote some local events that are happening. On September 20th, Dreamers of Drift will be hosting their round 3 of their competition at the Travis County Expo Center. The following weekend, on September 27th, Knuckle Up is having their Turn 5 entry event, which should be kind of this final bout hot boy drift event, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited. This is my first Knuckle Up event in Houston at the Speed Sports Houston Raceway, so I'm very, very, very excited to go to this event. If you haven't already, go get your tickets to all these events. If you need any information to those events, I'll leave the links down to them. But for now, let's get into our final topic. Willow Springs Raceway has been a track that's been around for decades in Southern California. Earlier this year, it was announced that it would be going up for sale, which was a little scary for enthusiasts when it happened, because we had seen what had just happened to Irwindale after a ton of exchanges between owners. We were nervous that it would get into the wrong hands of the wrong people, and that the track would be turned into a housing development within the decade. Well, that wasn't the case when Porsche Resto Mod maker Singer and a venture capitalist group joined forces to buy the track with the full intention of restoring it to a better place and really adding a lot to the amenities and the tracks as a whole. It seemed very promising, and while everything finished up in April, enthusiasts were still a little nervous on how things were going, and realistically the people who are going to these tracks were going to be the only ones who really knew what was going on. But as of this last week, we got a huge update, as seen as these social media videos here from the Willow Springs Raceway page. Oh my gosh, look how amazing this track looks. The main track is looking absolutely incredible, with a ton of love and effort put into that track, with also the karting track being added as well as something that has been recently recently developed. Now, not everything is finalized just yet as far as all the track layouts that are there. This is a huge step in the right direction. They're really updating the track to add a lot more configurations. They're adding runoffs so that people aren't just going into the dirt. They have a more solid space to slow down if anything were to happen to these vehicles. I am really excited to see what the future holds, because if this is any indication of the love and effort that's going to be put into Willow Springs, I can only imagine how amazing this is going to look in a few years once they have all their facilities built out in order to develop and really be able to host any kind of event. If you've ever been to Willow Springs and you've played Need for Speed Pro Street, which is a very small select group of people, I being one of them, Willow Springs, if you look at it from a top-down perspective, is all desert. And in Need for Speed Pro Street, it is still desert. However, the entire track, infield, everywhere, is just filled with automotive enthusiasts and all these booths and banners and all kinds of things, and it's just this beautiful amalgamation of an amazing track day. Obviously a very dramatized version of a Need for Speed Pro Street, but there is something to be said with this may be a potential future for event holders. The ability to do multiple types of events at the track in multiple different ways of not just drifting, but being able to do time attack, circuit racing, but overall, there's a ton of opportunity for this track and what they are doing now. I can only imagine how awesome this track is going to look. And if it's even half of what it is in Need for Speed Pro Street, I guarantee you it's going to be a really fun time. So I'm excited to see what happens with Willow Springs, and I think it's going in the right direction. That's all the topics we have today. If you guys did like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and comment down below. Is there a topic that I missed that you guys want to go to? Should we include more events like bigger national races that are happening in the US, whether it's NASCAR, IndyCar, or even Formula Drift? Should we add those in? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.